Good morning and welcome to your pre-market report for Monday, August 24th, 2026. Let's take a quick look at the global cues, domestic trends, and stocks to watch before the markets open. U.S. markets rebounded on Friday with the Dow Jones gaining 1.00%, the S&P 500 rising 0.43%, and the Nasdaq Composite advancing 0.43% after Thursday's sharp sell-off. However, all three indices ended the week lower, as elevated treasury yields, higher crude oil prices, and geopolitical tensions continued to weigh on investor sentiment. Asian markets are trading largely flat to lower today, with the Nikkei under pressure after a weak weekly performance, while South Korean and Taiwanese markets are also seeing some selling. Investors remain cautious ahead of developments on U.S. sanctions against Iran, while crude oil prices, global bond yields, and the upcoming Nvidia earnings remain key factors for market sentiment. GIFT Nifty Futures as of 8 a.m. was trading at 24,376, thereby indicating a positive opening for the Indian markets today. Oil prices are trading lower today after last week's rally, with prices easing on profit-taking but remaining volatile amid potential U.S. sanctions on Iran and Strait of Hormuz supply risks. Gold remains firm, supported by safe haven demand, a weaker U.S. dollar, and concerns over the U.S. fiscal outlook. Bank of Baroda has raised an additional $400 million through senior unsecured fixed-rate notes, with a 5-year maturity and an all-in yield of 5.389%. The notes will be issued through its IFSC banking unit in Gift City and listed on the Singapore Exchange, India INX Gift City, and NSE IX Gift City. NTPC Green Energy's wholly owned subsidiary, NTPC Renewable Energy, has emerged as the successful bidder in a SECI auction for assured peak renewable power supply. The company has secured 500 megawatts of contracted capacity at a discovered tariff of 6 rupees per kilowatt-hour, strengthening its renewable energy project pipeline. Zee Entertainment Enterprises has allotted 20.94 crore convertible warrants at 126 rupees per warrant on a preferential basis to promote a group entity, Sunbright Mauritius, raising 659.76 crore rupees upfront. The warrants will be converted into equity shares after the balance 75% of the issue price is received from the warrant holders. Following positive cues from a higher close in the U.S. markets and relatively stable crude oil prices, albeit at higher levels, Nifty is expected to open with a positive bias today. Levels may be kept the same as what we mentioned on Friday evening, with supports remaining at 24,240, followed by 24,135, while resistances may be kept at 24,350, followed by 24,430. The markets may be expected to consolidate within a range, with upside capped due to elevated crude oil prices, with open expected close to the initial resistance. Elevated crude oil prices around $94 per barrel, ongoing West Asia tensions, higher global bond yields, and potential pressure on the rupee could keep Indian equities volatile. While the Nifty remains below the key 24,350 to 24,400 resistance zone, a positive gift, Nifty signal, resilient domestic flows, improving FPI buying, and any further decline in crude oil prices or easing of geopolitical tensions could support a recovery in Indian markets. On Friday, foreign institutional investors were net sellers of about 543 crore rupees, while domestic institutional investors were net buyers of around 2,124 crore rupees. That's your market snapshot for India on August 24, 2026. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for stock market-related updates. Wishing you a focused and profitable trading session ahead.